guys, here is the opening experience of the TM6. Make sure you have taken off all this film from the Thermomix. Anything blue on the sides here also peel off as well. So I'm just going to go through the safety instructions just so you've got a clear understanding of that. So nothing put over the top of the Thermomix. We don't want anything extra that shouldn't be there. So anything that's non-Thermomix will valid its warranty. Okay, so if it's asking for you to put the veggie cap on, pop it on. If it's asking for the simmering basket to go on, also do the same. So it's just a safety function here to stop too much build up of heat going into the machine. Okay, so when you're cutting, this goes on top, as well your measuring cup to avoid any splatter. If it starts over boiling, so you see liquid up the top here, press stop immediately. This is your stop button. So you don't want any liquid going in here, as well as condensation. So if you have things that are defrosting in here, condensation will go down in here, and you don't want it to affect the motor. So these little prongs here, that's what you don't want to get wet. Obviously you're going to put it in the dishwasher and wash it, but before you put it back in, make sure it's completely dry. So if you're frying onions, you're going to pop the splash guard on, so make sure it's aligned with the bowl and it will just automatically lock its arms in. Pop it away from your stove so you're not heating the Thermomix itself. And if you've got something overhead of it and you've got nowhere else to put it, you don't want the steam kind of bubbling up your cupboards or whatever's above it. So pull it right to the edge of the bench tops to avoid that. Okay, you've got max lines on your simmering basket, so there is one here. Okay, and there's also a max line on your bowl, so make sure you follow those instructions and that will avoid things from bubbling over. If you follow cookie dough recipes, well, they'll automatically be fine and you shouldn't have any issues. Once again, max line. Okay, so to take it off, two ways. So you can pop your hands here and you can just pull it off like this, okay, like so. All right, and just move the blade out. Another way, I'll just pop it back on. Another way is just using your thumb, holding this underneath and popping it across as well. To put it back on, you pop the blade in completely, okay? And then you look at this triangle. This is where you line up the edge of the end of the bowl here, the triangle, and pop it on, okay? If you've got people coming over, you know, with allergies, it's really important to clean the blade properly in and underneath it as well. Okay, handle this by its ends, okay, you don't want to have any steam burn your fingers off. If you want to handle the rice cooker, so this will hook it out, okay? So make sure you do that, and then you can pop it into a bowl like that, okay? So that will avoid you from getting any burnt fingers as well. We'll go through the butterfly whisk. This here, so this is butterfly whisk. So think of a butterfly's got 4 wings, so it can only go above, it cannot go above speed 4, okay? So when you follow a cookie dough recipe, it won't let you do that anyway, but just if you're making up your own recipe, just follow those instructions. So you've got in your bowl, you've got a sharp side and a blunt side, okay? You are going to, on the blunt side of the higher point, so here, blunt side of the highest one, you're going to, that's the blunt side, the highest one, you're going to put the butterfly whisk behind it, okay? And that's how you set it. If it starts, if it falls off, you'll hear it. If it comes out inside the bowl, stop immediately to save your butterfly whisk and then put it back in properly. Okay, and read all the safety instructions. Alright, so we're going to go back into settings. Now in your sounds, you're going to pull down the duration to 10 seconds. Change your volumes and melody if you wish to. Okay, now this here is time. That's temperature. Varoma is the highest temperature, and this is speed. Okay, now if you click on the cutter symbol here, it goes reverse, and that is reversing it, so it's just turning it, okay? Moving across, you should put your lid on and go to scales. Okay, and you're going to weigh your measuring cup. Okay, so make sure you tear it to 0, and it needs to be around about 80 to 85. Okay, if you start hitting something's leaning on your Thermomix, like a book or whatever, it will change the scale. So just be aware of that. Okay, if your measuring cup is not between 80 and 85, give me a call and I'll contact my consultant. But that is just ensuring that the scales are correct. If you're wanting to move your Thermomix, make sure you only lift, do not drag, okay, because that will change the scales. It will just start rattling about, and you don't want to do that. If you want to transport it, so in settings, you scroll down, there is a transportation mode, pop everything in, you know, your simmering basket, your, you know, it all on. You put your splash guard on top. You could pop this inside your simmering basket, inside the bowl, and then this on top. Transportation mode, and that will stop it from rattling all about, okay? Okay, now pre-cleaning mode. So you've got your short mode, really quick cleans. Dough modes are cold cleans, so because you don't want to cook the dough. Universal's a bit of everything. Fats and caramels, so that's your honey caramels and your caramels and your desserts. And then brownings, your onions, and your meats and whatnot. Now, a brownie will lift off the onion residue. If you still have a black on the bottom of your Thermomix, there are ways to remove it, including like just eggshells, for example, whip them up in there and it kind of scratches it off. Lemons as well, lemon and vinegar, those sort of things. So they're just little hacks that if you follow certain consultants, they'll show you how to do that, how to clean it properly. But I don't usually do any of that because by the next round of cooking, it disappears. So if you're not too bothered, that's okay. But if you are, there's little hacks on, you know, Facebook and Instagram, all those sort of social media pages. Make sure you've registered to Cookie Do. If you haven't already done that, please contact me. If you're really not sure how to do it, it's really important you get this hooked up to Cookie Do because that is a great way to get you started. Caring for blade, so obviously it can cut. Again, the blade can crush like a kilo of ice, it can crush frozen berries, all those things. The only thing that I've had trouble with after the 3 years of owning this is frozen bananas. So if you do want to crush frozen bananas, make sure they're very itty bitty, okay, really tiny. You could even let them thaw a little bit in a bowl on the side and then pop them in if you wish to. That's just for me because I know that I've had some issues with frozen bananas in the past, and my friend also had the same issue with frozen bananas, so just be aware of that one. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good. Don't let things defrost inside the bowl because you will get that condensation and you don't want moisture to get in here as well. So make sure you hook yourself up to Cookie Dough. I can give you a lesson on Cookie Dough if you're really not sure how to use it, or if I do catch up with you, I probably will explain it for you, just give you a quick run through of it. There's also the recipe community, so that is if you Google Thermomix recipe community, you'll be able to see hundreds of recipes from people all around Australia that have converted their home recipes into Thermomix mode. So from there you can save those recipes and it transports to Cookie Dough as well, and you can click next on that sort of thing. Not exactly the same as Cookie Dough, as in the steps aren't as clear, but once you understand Cookie Dough and you understand the Thermomix, I really recommend the recipe community because you'll be able to find things that aren't on Cookie Dough, such as like jam drops, or I recommend, I think it's called the best chocolate biscuit recipe ever. I think that's what it's called on the recipe community, and it is amazing, so you must try it out. Okay, so follow me on Facebook, so Brianna Barlow, Thermomixing with Kindness. There's many other consultants you can also follow on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all those things. Okay, so if you're into that, go for it. If it doesn't do anything for 15 minutes, it will automatically shut down. So if you forget to turn it off, it will shut down for you. Also check out the Thermomix shop. So if you type in the Thermomix mix shop, you'll be able to see a whole heap of stuff for the Thermomix that you'll be able to purchase. Add me as your consultant, I'm able to track, and it helps with warranty, and it also it's great for my little family as well. Little tip, leave the lid upside down to let it aerate when you finish cleaning it, and make that veggie stock as soon as you can. Let me know how you go with it. when the recipe for cooking meals say add salt, add a big heap of tablespoon of salt to that, or two if you wish to, and it will make a load of difference. So if you have any trouble with that, please contact me. It's really important you get that one done. All right, thanks so much guys. Bye.